Hello everyone and welcome to CAD/CAM CAE tutorials. Here in this video we are going to create a cylindrical cam and follower mechanism using the Creo parametric software. First we'll create all the individual components of this mechanism and then we'll make assembly from all those components. Once we create the assembly, we will go for the motion analysis of the mechanism. Here on the screen you can see the animation of the same mechanism right now. So let's begin it. So let us first close it. Now before creating all the individual components, first we'll create one working directory so that all the components that we are going to create will be in a single folder. So to create working directory, select here working directory. Now we'll select here desktop. On the desktop we'll create a new folder and we'll name it as a cylindrical cam and follower. And then click on OK and select here OK. Now we have created working directory and all the parts that we are going to create will be in that folder. Now we'll start making all the individual components. So we'll first begin with the cylindrical cam. So to create a new component, we'll go for a new. Then make sure that you select here part. Now we'll uncheck here use default templates because we want to use our own unit system. Now here we have to specify the name of the file or name of the component. So we'll write here cylindrical cam. And then click on OK. Now from here we'll select the unit system. So we'll select here solid part millimeter kg second and click on OK. Now from here we'll make all the datums visible. Now to create our component, first we'll go for the sketch. Then we'll select here this right plane and go for the sketch. Then we'll go for the sketch view. Now here first we'll create one circle. So we'll select a circle and we'll draw one circle over here. The diameter of the circle is of 100 mm. So we'll enter here 100. Now we'll click on OK. Then we'll go for the extrude. In the extrude we'll select here the mid plane so that the extrusion will be on the both side of the sketching plane. And the depth of extrusion is of 160. So we'll enter here 160 and click on OK. Now after creating this cylinder, we'll go for the sketch and we'll select here this front plane, sketch and sketch view. Now here we have to make the profile for the sweep and for that we'll go for the 3-point arc. So in the arc we'll select here 3-point arc. Now we'll select here first point over here, select second point over here that is on the origin and we'll create one arc like this. Now we'll go for the dimensions, select here this end point of the arc, select here this edge and press here scroll button. Now this distance is of 20 mm, so we'll enter here 20. For the second constraint we'll select here this arc, press Ctrl and select here this reference line and we'll select here tangent. Now in the similar manner we have to create the second arc over here also and for that also we'll go for the 3-point arc. Now we select here first point over here, second point over here and we'll create one arc like this. After creating the arc, we'll go for the dimension, select here this end point, select here this edge and press here scroll button and the distance is 20 mm, so we'll enter here 20. Now here you can see that it has already given the tangent constraint over here, so no need to give any tangent. Now our sketch is complete, so we'll exit the sketch and click on OK. Once we have created the sketch, we have to project this sketch on the cylindrical surface. So select here this sketch, select here the project and then select here the cylindrical face and click on OK. Now here you can see that we have projected the sketch on the cylindrical face. Now once we have projected the sketch, we have to go for the sweep. So we'll select here this projected curve Then we'll go for the sweep. Now here we have to specify the cross section for sweeping. So we'll select here on the sketch and we'll go for the square view. Now here the cross section is of circle having the diameter of 15 mm. So we'll select here circle and we'll draw one circle over here. Now enter here diameter as 15 mm. Now our sketch is complete. So we'll exit the sketch. Now by default it will add the material, but we want to remove the material. So we have to specify here remove material and OK. After removing the material, we have to make here rounds. So we'll go for the round. Now here the radius of round is of 3 mm. So we'll enter here 3. Then we'll select here this edge and we'll select here this edge and OK. Now after creating this, we have to remove some material from this face, and for that we'll go for the sketch. Select here this face, sketch and sketch view. Now here we'll draw one circle. So we'll select here circle and we'll create one circle over here. Now the diameter of the circle is of 24 mm. Now our sketch is complete, so we'll exit the sketch and we'll go for the extrude. Now here we have to make extrude for the 10 mm. So we'll enter here 10. Now we have to remove the material. So we'll reverse the direction. So we'll click on this button and automatically it will remove material. And we'll click on OK. So now this is the first component of the mechanism, that is the cylindrical cam. So now we'll apply the appearance, and for that we'll go for the view. In the view we'll go for the appearance. Now here we'll select the plastic and select here plastic gloss. Then we'll select here this yellow color. Now we'll select here entire part because we want to apply for entire part and click on OK. Now after applying the material or applying the appearance, we'll go for the model and just click on this save button. Now let us go for the second component, and that is the support. So let us first close it. Then we'll go for a new. Select here part and we'll uncheck here use default template. Now here we'll enter the name as a support and then click on OK. Now from here we'll select the unit system that we want to work with. So we select here solid part millimeter kg second and OK. Now to create the support, first we have to create one sketch. So we'll go for the sketch and we'll select here the front plane. Then go for the sketch and sketch view. Now here we'll create one rough sketch and then we'll apply the dimensions. So we'll go for the line and we'll create one sketch like this. Now after creating this sketch, we have to apply the dimensions. So here this line is of 210 mm. This vertical line is of 120 and this horizontal line is of 30 mm. After creating this sketch, we have to apply the fillet over here. So we'll go for the sketch fillet. Now we select here this line and the vertical line. So the fillet is created. We have to create fillet over this side also. So we select here this line, then select the vertical line and the fillet is created. Now we'll specify the radius for the fillet, that is 20 mm. So double click on the radius and we'll enter here 20 mm. For both the fillet, the radius is 20 mm. So we'll enter here 20 mm. Now our sketch is complete, so we'll exit the sketch. So we'll click on OK. Now we have to go for the sweep command. So we'll select here the sketch. We'll go for the sweep. Now here we have to specify the cross section. So we'll select here the sketch button because we want to sketch our cross section. Then we'll go for the sketch view. Now here you can see that from here we have to start our sketch, and here the cross section is of rectangle. So from here we'll select the center rectangle and we'll create one rectangle like this. Now here this length is of 20 mm and this length is of 10 mm. So this is the rectangle having 20 mm and 10 mm. Then we'll click on OK. Now here you can see that we have created a sweep. and click on OK. Now from here we have to remove some material, and for that we'll go for the sketch. Select here this face, sketch and sketch view. Now here also we have to create one rectangle. So we'll select here this corner rectangle and we'll create one rectangle like this. Now from here we have to specify some dimensions, and before that we'll go for the references. Select here this edge and this edge as a reference, and we'll close it. Now here this distance is of 5 mm, so we'll enter here 5. This distance is also 5 mm, enter here 5. Now here this length of the rectangle is of 170, so we'll enter here 170. And here this vertical length is of 10 mm, so we'll enter here 10 mm. Now we have specified all the dimensions for this rectangle, so we'll click on OK. Then we'll go for the extrude. Now in the extrude we'll use the direction, so click on the reverse direction. So automatically it will remove the material, and then click on OK. Now here we have to add some material over here, and for that we'll go for the sketch. Select here this face, sketch and sketch view. Now here we have to create one circle, so we'll go for the circle and we'll create one circle like this. The diameter of circle is of 24 mm, so we'll enter here 24. Now we'll click on OK. Now then we'll go for the extrude. Now here the extrude distance is of 15 mm, so we'll enter here 15 and click on OK. Now our part is complete and we'll give it appearance. So we'll select here view, appearances, and here we'll select this red color. Now we select here entire part because we want to apply it for entire part, and then click on OK. Now our part is complete and we'll save it. So we'll click on the save button and click on OK. So now we have to create the last component, that is the follower. So let us first close it. Then we'll go for a new. Select here part and uncheck here use default template. Now the last component is follower. So we'll enter name as a follower and click on OK. Now here we'll specify the unit system, that is solid part millimeter kg second, and OK. Now to create the follower we'll go for the sketch. Select here the top plane, sketch and sketch view. Now here we'll create one rectangle, so we'll go for the center rectangle and we'll create one rectangle like this. Now here both the lanes are of 10 mm, so we'll enter here 10 mm for both. Now after creating this square we'll exit the sketch. We'll go for the extrude. Now the depth of extrusion is of 100 mm, so we'll enter here 100 and we'll click on OK. Now after creating this we have to create one sphere at the end over here, and for that we'll go for the sketch. Select here this plane, sketch and sketch view. Now to create the sphere at the end we have to create one semicircle, and for that we'll select here arc, select here 3-point arc. Now we'll create one semicircle like this using the 3-point arc. Now here this distance is of 0 mm, so we'll enter here 0. The radius of the circle, that is of 7.5 mm, so we'll enter here 7.5. Now we need to create one closed sketch, and for that we'll select here line and we'll create one line over here like this. Now you can see that the sketch is closed one, so we'll exit the sketch. We'll go for the revolve. Now we have to specify the axis for the revolution, so we'll select here this line as the axis of revolution and click on OK. Now after creating the sphere we have to insert one datum point at the center of the sphere, so we'll select here point, then we'll select here this sphere. Now from here we have to select center to create a point at the center of the sphere and click on OK. Now our component is ready and we'll specify the appearance. So we'll go for the view, appearances, and we'll select here this blue color. Now we'll select entire part and click on OK. Now we'll save it. So just click on the save button and OK. So after creating all those components, we'll go for the assembly. So let us first close it. We'll go for a new and make sure that you select here assembly, and we'll uncheck here use default template. Now for the file name, we'll enter here final assembly and we'll click on OK. For the unit system, we'll select here millimeter kg second assembly design and OK. Now to create the assembly, we'll insert all the components one by one and then we'll apply constraint between them. Click on the assemble and first we'll select here the support and open. For this support, we'll go for the default placement. So from this drop down, we'll select here default placement and OK. For the second component, we'll go for the assemble. Then we'll select here cylindrical cam, open. For the cylindrical cam, we have to specify a pin that is over here because it will rotate on this face. For that, we'll go for here pin. Then we'll select here this face, cylindrical face, and then we'll select here this cylindrical face. For the second constraint, we'll select here this face over here, and with that face, we'll select here this face. For both the face, we'll go for the coincident and we'll click on OK. Now we'll insert the last component, that is the follower, and for that we'll go for the assemble. Select here follower and open. Now for the follower, first we'll apply constraint slot. So from here we'll select here slot. Then we have to select here this curve, that is the projected curve. So select here this curve, press Ctrl and select here all this curve one by one. Now after selecting all the curves, we have to select here the point that we have created at the center point. So select here that point. Now you can see that we have applied the slot. Now for the second constraint, we'll go for the placement. Now we'll select here new set. For that we'll select here this face, this one face, and for that we have to select here the general. Then select here that face and we have to select here this face from the follower, that is over here. For the second constraint, we'll select here this face and with that face we'll select here this face. For both these faces, we have to go for the parallel constraint. Now we'll click on OK. So we have created assembly from all these components that we have created earlier, and now we'll give it mechanism or motion. Now before applying the motion, we'll make all the datums hide. So from here we'll uncheck here select all. Now here we'll make this project curve hide. So we'll go for the cylindrical cam and right click on this project curve and select here hide. Now after making all this, we'll go for the applications. In the applications, we'll go for the mechanism. Now here we have to apply the motor for the cylindrical cam because it will rotate about this pin joint. To apply the motor, we'll go for the servo motors and then we have to select here this pin joint option over here. So we select here this connection. Now from the profile detail, we have to apply here angular motion. So from this drop down, we select here angular velocity. The angular velocity in this case is constant. You can apply any kind of this cycloidal or anything like that, but here in this case it is constant, so we select here constant. Now here the value of the velocity is 60 degree per second, so we'll enter here 60 degree and then we'll click on OK. Now after applying the motor, we have to make the animation run, and for that we'll go for the mechanism analysis. In the mechanism analysis, From here we'll select kinematic because we want to go for the kinematic analysis. After specifying this, the start time will be 0 and the end time let us say as 100 seconds. Now for the frame rate we'll enter here 30 because we want to create a smooth animation. So we'll enter here 30. After specifying the start time, end time and the frame rate, we just click on the run button and you can see that the animation is running on the screen right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, then please hit on the like button, share it and subscribe to this channel CAD CAM CAE Tutorials. Thanks.